It's a cold, dark, dreary night. You try to choke back the fright. A sound of the cracking of a beer. And now you know you have nothing to fear. The full moon rises with power. You are ours for the hour. I'm Zach! I'm Zach, and we're the Horrormongers. I am joined by
Matt.
I am Brad.
And today's episode is very special because it's our number 2.
Yeah, the number 2 episode.
Number 2 episode.
Every episode.
And it's going to be a big
special.
number 2.
Yeah, I mean, well, technically the second episode's really important because anyone can do a first episode, right?
Oh, okay.
It takes a certain special to do a second episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we didn't suck so hard, so...
Yeah, not all of us did. You can't see, I'm looking right at Matt. Well, anyway, today's episode is on the theme of stupid things, dumb things, shitty things, would you say? Stupid shit is what Matt said.
Shit people do in horror movies.
And that was voted on by, like, the 4 of you who voted. Thanks.
Yeah, really appreciate that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I was being serious, not facetious.
I like to call them morbid muck-ups.
Morbid Muck-Ups. Yeah, he actually has notes. Brad did homework.
I do.
So yeah, just in case it's your first time following us, listening to us, whatever, go ahead and listen to our first episode. It's amazing, and we're all sober in that one. So, what this is it's a horror podcast where we talk about really pretty much anything and everything in the horror genre, right?
Yes.
We're friends, kind of. I mean,
I'd say so.
Been the guys a couple years, I don't know.
Yeah, I've only known Brad for like over 20 years. Not that long.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll just get along. We just talk about horror stuff, right? I mean,
Yeah.
So
Don't lie about the getting along part, though.
Yeah. Well, no.
And also feedback from listeners is very much appreciated.
Yes. Please give us feedback.
Yeah. Definitely give us feedback. Oh, and we are officially iTunes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Pretty happy about that.
That means we're famous, right?
Yeah, we're famous because all I had to do was like send the podcast over, and they're like, "Oh, one episode's good enough." And we're like, "All right, we're
obviously
on
they didn't listen to it." So.
Yeah, obviously, BJ dropped the R word pretty hard last episode. So, yeah, this episode we are talking about dumb stuff that people do in movies.
Yeah, stupid shit.
Stupid shit. That's the word.
Stupid dumb shit.
So I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna move on to our next segment. We need a snappy title for it instead of just calling it news or like update.
Yeah.
This segment is anything.
We're gonna talk about that now.
Yeah, let's talk.
If you have any suggestions out there, let us know.
Yeah. So this is our news section where we talk about anything in the horror movies that are coming up, any news that we've heard. But mostly we talk about movies that we've seen since the last episode. And we try to all watch, at least 2 to 3 of us try to watch the same movies. So
movies that are at least worth noting and sharing.
Right. Well, even the dumb movies.
Yeah, BJ, you're not getting out of Open Windows. Yeah. We're going to talk about Open Windows.
I didn't even bother watching that one.
We're going to talk about Open...
say it was good.
From the man who brought you Baskin. Recommends Open Windows. Yeah, so we're going to talk about some stuff. Before we get into it, I do want to talk about... I have seen a new horror movie. I call it horror because I want to talk about it.
Uh-huh.
Predator.
Oh, you saw it?
Yeah, the new Predator,
one?
yeah.
Was it good?
Eh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Pretty much what I expected.
The acting was like a sci-fi original movie acting, so pretty bad.
Okay.
But like the effects were pretty cool.
Okay.
All right.
It's kind of like I like the main characters that you meet. They call them the Looney Tunes. That's all I'll say. You meet them. They're pretty interesting. Like the main cast. They're pretty interesting. The story's pretty much run-of-the-mill Predator story. You know what's going to happen. Of course, there's an autistic kid who is, of course, on the spectrum, and he's like a super genius because you need one of those in every movie now. Mm-hmm. So I liked it. I wouldn't say it's amazing, but it's not like schlock. It's I don't know. Typical Predator movie.
Okay.
If you're looking for something that's like Predator killing a bunch of idiots, give it a look. I mean, it's not horror. I saw. By the way, there was like a bunch of probably 10-year-olds watching this movie.
Oh wow.
Their dad brought like 6 of them. And they were like talking like the entire movie because that's what 10-year-olds do.
Oh yeah, that's what people do in movie theaters these days.
Yeah, so they were just talking the entire time. I'm just like, this is rated R, right? But
I also saw a new movie recently, The Nun.
Oh yeah, talk about that.
Oh, well, it was a hot garbage fire. Not a big fan. It was cheap jump scares that were predictable, and yeah.
Well, anyone probably could have told you that.
Yeah, look at the YouTube ad. Wasn't the YouTube ad like it got pulled because they used a jump scare on the YouTube? Like when you're watching YouTube and the ad comes up for the nun, it's like, and all of a sudden like the nun's scary face pops up really loud, and like it was so like jarring because it can be on any YouTube thing. Like they pulled it from YouTube.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
So yeah, of course it's gonna have jump scares.
But
That's in it.
It's got I don't know how to pronounce her name. Thaisa Farmiga.
Is she attractive?
She's the girl in American Horror Story.
Okay, there's only one girl in American Horror Story. So.
No, she's like the young girl in American Horror Story.
All 8 seasons.
Like the first
Are they on
season,
there?
she's the young girl.
Yeah.
But she looks the same. I don't think she's aged at all.
In like 10 years.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But
I don't know. The atmosphere was cool. The cinematography I liked, but as a whole, I did not like the movie.
And this is a spin-off from
The Conjuring series, which
yeah.
I like.
It's
The
all
Conjuring.
Conjuring universe.
I like The Conjuring, and one of the things I love about the whole franchise is that there's spin-off movies instead of just a bunch of sequels.
Yeah, you have Conjuring, Conjuring 2. That's it.
Then
For the
Annabelle.
main Conjuring.
Yeah, but then you have Annabelle, and then the second Annabelle, and now The Nun.
Yeah.
I want to see if they're going to branch off into anything else.
Annabelle 3.
What movie was the nun in that this branched off of? 'Cause
I
haven't
think it was
seen
Conjuring 2.
Okay, I believe it or not, I've only seen Conjuring. That's the only
The
movie.
second,
same
one, the
here.
second one was good.
All right, I'll have to
liked
I'll have to give it a watch. I think I watched Conjuring because it was on Netflix.
The nun pops up in that one, and you're like, where is she coming from? What does this have to do with anything?
Right.
And then, obviously, the movie came out, which that's pretty much the only reason to watch the movie. If you're really into the whole franchise, then watch The Nun just to add some context to the whole franchise.
Okay, cool.
So-
I need to watch. I'll be honest. I gotta rewatch Conjuring 1 because that's been a while.
Yeah.
I'll rewatch them because I didn't. It's kind of cool, like you said, they start their own like universe, which is neat for
Yeah.
movies to do. You know, like especially horror movies like The Mummy. I don't know if any of you saw The Mummy.
Oh, no.
It's terrible.
The new
Tom
one?
Cruise, yeah.
Oh,
they,
fuck that.
the new one?
Yeah, they tried to start their own
The
universe.
Brendan
but it
Fraser
failed.
one's the only one I like to recognize.
But they tried to start their own universe of horror movie like monsters. Like they wanted. They
Oh,
had,
the
like,
Universal Monsters.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah, 'cause-
Frankenstein's
they're
monster.
bringing them back.
Wasn't Jekyll and Hyde in that one?
Yes, he
Yeah.
was. So they tried, but it looked like it failed. But I like when movies do try to do that. So, have you seen any new releases? Matt?
Yes, I saw something for the first time.
Not a new release.
Not a new release.
Not a new
No.
release.
But I finally watched Scream.
Do you know who Nev Campbell is?
I finally know who Nev Campbell is, and no, I don't find her attractive at all.
So you'd rather do, because if you remember last time, let's go back. We're going to do a callback from previous episode. Brad said that he'd rather do Jamie Lee Curtis now.
Oh.
Well, you even said back then. I'm like, either way.
No, you
Now,
said on principle.
On principle,
now.
absolutely.
He finds her extremely sexy.
She's still attractive, though.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So what do you think?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Oh my
Nev
God.
Campbell's just got like monster teeth. She looks like a fucking horse. Exactly.
You guys
She's
are
a good-looking woman. Come
the
on.
worst. I'm not taking you're how old? 28 years old watching Scream for the first time? I'm not listening to you.
Yeah. No, but I liked it. I just couldn't take it serious because I watched Scary Movie before that, and I just found
Yeah.
everything funny in that.
Yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
Officer Dewey and,
Yeah.
Officer
Doofy.
Doofy in
yeah.
Scary Movie.
Yeah, the
I
majority.
just found that hilarious.
That's why I
how they
wanted
just
to be-
make fun of him.
That's
Yeah.
why I wanted to meet David Arquette so bad, because he was my favorite character. Especially because they made Officer Doofy based off of him.
Yeah,
Yeah, so you finally watched Scream and
Yeah.
Scream 2. You watched the first
Yeah.
two.
I did, and I liked them. They were really good. I don't know why I waited so long to
Yeah,
watch
I'm-
them.
The third one's also fun, because they get very meta, a lot like Wes Craven's New Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah.
It's got the same feel
Yeah,
to
because you meet the actors that are doing like the Stab series, which is a parody off Scream, so
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
kind of like. And then you mentioned, because this is the first thing you said about the Scream series, you're like, Jay and Silent Bob are in it.
Yeah,
And
they
I'm
are
like,
the third one.
The third one, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. Yeah.
Because I think I watched the third one like way back in the day, just because I heard Jay and Silent Bob was in it.
Like for 10 seconds.
yeah,
So,
that's it. So I thought they were going to be big characters, but they weren't.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you saw Scream 2.
Yeah.
Finally know who Nev Campbell is.
I finally know who Nev Campbell
You are
is.
now
and I'm
you're
not
now
impressed.
You have no idea how upset. Are you just trying to upset me?
I did like. I liked all the movie references in the Scream.
Yeah,
movies.
yeah.
All the movie references, and I liked how they came out with the second one, and they were talking about sequels.
Right, how
And
sequels
the
are never
movie-
as good as the first or
Yeah.
whatever. Although that's like a bold-faced lie. Sequels are almost always as good, if not better, than the previous. That's a whole other episode we can talk about, like
Sequels?
Sequels,
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so Scream 2, you thumbs up.
Thumbs up, yeah.
Awesome.
2 thumbs up.
Let's talk about some movies. Let's talk about some movies we've all seen recently.
All right, I've got a few right here.
All right.
I finally saw Sleepaway Camp for the first time.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was-
Which
I
was
saw
a
it for the
fun
second time.
movie.
Yeah.
All three of us were there, weren't we?
yeah.
We were all holding
We
each
all
other's
watched it together.
hands.
Which I got a little backlash for because everyone's like, "Oh, have you not seen that movie?" I don't know.
Well, yeah, you can go.
We all sound like that for some reason.
Yeah.
The French.
Oh, never seen the classic?
But yeah, that was a good movie. Fun twist.
Yeah, the end is like very iconic. If you've never seen it, the end
Yeah.
is extremely iconic.
Very creepy.
Yeah, it was very
Yeah.
creepy.
So I saw Severance,
Okay.
which I would recommend. Did you watch that one?
No, you told me to watch that. I haven't seen it yet.
I liked it.
I tried to watch that. What, did you find it on Hulu or Netflix?
It's probably Shudder.
I think it's on Shudder.
Okay.
Which I have through Amazon.
Because I was watching, I searched through Netflix, Hulu, and then Amazon Prime, but there are 2 titles that have that.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
Well, this one,
it's probably Shudder. I have a feeling it's Shudder.
the whole concept is this group of people go to Eastern Europe somewhere for a
Who goes to Eastern Europe?
I don't know.
Like who's like, you know, it's a fun
I
time.
think they're British. And they
Europe, but not just any part of Europe. Eastern Europe.
They're in like Romania or something. I can't remember. But they're like out in the middle of nowhere, and they're supposed to stay at this like luxury lodge, which they find the wrong place
Of course.
and start getting hunted because
Okay.
they're on a retreat. Take note that these people work for a company that makes weapons, so that kind of plays a role in the movie.
Cool.
But it's a horror comedy.
Okay, it's a horror comedy. I was going to ask about
so
that.
it's actually very funny.
All right, I have to take a look at it. I think I have, just for this, in case for those of you listening don't know what Shudder is, it's kind of like a newish streaming service that's just for horror movies. You have to ask Brad. I mean, I had a free trial of it. I think it might be worth it if you... I don't know. There's so many streaming services. I don't know.
I think it's like
They
$5
don't-
a month, right?
Yeah, it's only $5 a month. They don't have that many movies on there, but there's definitely enough on there that it's going to keep me interested for a little bit.
If your main focus is horror movies and you don't already have like Amazon, Hulu, and Netflix, then maybe that one.
Yeah.
But if you already
Because
have
it's just horror movies.
if you have the other 3, I don't know if there's any need for Shudder, to be honest.
We did watch one on Shudder when
yeah.
you got it. Is that on
Yeah,
your list?
the
of
list that we
notable
really liked.
mentions?
Another comedy horror that we liked.
Dude Bro Party Massacre
Yes.
3.
Watch
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Watch it.
Get Shudder
there-
and watch that immediately.
There's not a 1 or 2. It's just Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
Yeah.
It's by the people that make 5-second films.
Is it like affiliated with College Humor or whatever?
I think so. But they decided to make a feature-length film, and there's a few celebrity appearances in it. It's hilarious.
It's so
It is
funny,
very
yeah.
funny. It's like one of those, like, it's... you have to watch it. I don't even want to try to explain it. It's definitely way out there, wacky type of humor.
Yeah.
But it's really funny. It makes fun of horror movies. It's by the way, when you're turning it on, it's supposed to look like it's from a VHS.
Yeah, and they do sell it on VHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For,
On
for
their
like
website.
twice the price of the Blu-ray.
Yeah, and Brad's going to buy it for me.
Dude Bro Party 3, very good movie. I
Dude Bro
like it.
Party Massacre 3.
Massacre. You
Yeah.
got the Massacre.
Yes.
Obviously. Definitely a great movie. Probably one of my favorite, probably the second best movie I've seen that we're going to talk about this episode. Anyway.
Oh yeah. I'm definitely going to bring up Terrifier.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
Terrifier.
Brad!
Yeah.
If you haven't seen our Facebook post, I totally redeemed Brad for his shitty recommendation of Baskin.
I like that GIF from Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber, yeah, you
that was
totally
great.
redeemed yourself. Yeah, because Baskin it wasn't terrible, but Brad like hyped it up way too much. He did the same for Terrifier, and I was skeptical. But I have to say, I definitely enjoyed it. It's the number one
Yeah.
movie I've seen.
It was great.
since-
It was
Oh, yeah.
fantastic.
It's probably
actually kinda
It's
creepy.
one of my new favorite movies.
I would definitely put
one
it on
of
top.
one of my favorite slashers.
Definitely. I was talking to Brad about it. It gave me, like, the very beginning anyway, because it totally jumps genres, kind of. But in the very beginning, did you get, like, a Halloween feel? like when they're at the party and at the diner, and you just have like, I don't know, like the empty
Little
town.
bit,
Yeah, and the clown gives creepy faces to that one girl, and then like proposes to her.
Yeah. It's a really good slasher.
Oh, and the clown's name is Art the Clown.
Art the Clown, yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Really good. I'll just put this out there. He doesn't have any lines, which is perfect.
No.
Yeah, he's a silent
It's all
clown.
facial expressions and some pretty fucked
No
up shit he does.
sounds.
Yeah, no noises, nothing.
Like when there's a point where he hurts himself and he's like silently screaming. It's awesome.
Yeah.
So great. It's creepy and a little funny because he's a clown.
Yeah.
So he does like little funny little bits.
He's equally funny as he is creepy.
Yeah.
And he's very creepy.
So I think we all agree that everyone should give this a watch.
Definitely.
It's on Netflix.
Sure.
Yeah.
Netflix. Give it a watch. Loved it. Definitely a good introduction if you're like kind of looking for like to get into slasher movies. If you've never seen a slasher, you can do worse watching this as your first. Very good, very good.
Yes.
Brad redeemed himself until I watched Open Windows.
Didn't even bother watching that one.
Yeah, good on you, because here's Brad. Dude, you have to watch Open Windows.
I never said any of that.
I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, it has Sasha Grey in it. I'm like, Sasha Grey, the wonderful actress known for her acting prowess and not the porn star? He goes, the one and the only. And I'm like, he's like, Elijah Wood's in it. I'm like, I love Elijah Wood. He's like, you gotta watch it. He's held like mentally hostage and like he's forced to do stuff. I'm like, oh man, that's so cool. I hate you.
Hey,
So why is it called Open Window? Was there an
Don't
open window the whole time?
even ask. It's because there's windows on the.
he's using a
computer.
laptop the entire time. He's being blackmailed, and he can't
an
turn
open
off his laptop. So he's got
Yeah.
open windows all over his laptop.
It's like they call it like a rear view mirror of the 21st century.
Yeah.
It's like rear view mirror, but somehow more boring and worse. So
I mean, Sasha Grey's acting, it's not great. She should have stuck to the butt stuff.
her best scenes were in Toilet Butt Whores number 6.
For those who do not know who Sasha Grey is, look her up right now.
I mean,
I think everyone knows who she is.
Unless you're at work, don't look her up if you're at work.
She wasn't.
Definitely
she
look
was
her
in
up
a
at
movie
work.
I
Show your
actually
boss.
liked. She was in a movie I liked, which was Would You Rather?
Who recommended that to you?
That one was good.
I don't know. Was it Matt?
It must have been Matt, not me. Just saying, every movie I recommend.
I'll take credit for it.
Yeah,
I don't think
take-
I did, but I'll take credit for it.
No, I recommended it to BJ like 4 years ago. Like he was looking for a movie. It's like a good mind.
It's fun.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fun.
Let's see. Any other movies that we've all seen since?
That's all I got.
All you got.
That are notable.
What about
noteworthy.
about the one that Matt forced us all to watch? I say that jokingly. Starry Eyes.
Starry Eyes.
God.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Slow burn?
Don't watch. No, don't watch. The end wasn't that bad.
It was okay. If you're bored, watch it.
Yeah, like
Well,
But
there's
don't-
many
don't-
other things to watch, so
don't-
save Starry Eyes for last.
Don't go out of your way.
Yeah.
like we were watching it. Like I started watching because Matt said he was watching. I'm like, oh, I'll watch it. 20 minutes into it, like Matt sends a thing on Facebook saying, "Don't bother," and I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh
well,
shit, I'm already into it.
and then I realized I had already seen this movie before. It was just so bad I forgot I had seen it.
yeah.
Zach and I were watching at the same time. We were like maybe 20 minutes like apart.
Yeah.
And I started texting him. I'm like, "So I'm at this part. Does it get any better?" He's like, 20 minutes ahead of you, and it does not.
It does not. It.
But the end gets very interesting.
Yeah, too bad it's
a
only,
a slow burn.
Yeah, it's only like 15 minutes of the movie, unfortunately, which is
Yeah.
like 2 hours already. So, you just. So anyway, oh my God, run! I'm getting texts.
What?
Don't
Turn
worry
it
about
off.
it.
Turn
Don't
it
worry. I
off.
can't. It's our live.
We're doing a thing.
It's our live chat thing. People are chatting to us. It's Choi Boy. If you're
Oh.
listening, you've interrupted our podcast
Oh, I
with
didn't
your
know
text.
people could do that.
Thanks a lot, Joy Boy.
No, I have something else. I forgot to close out Discord.
Oh.
Anyway,
Damn it.
yeah, I know. That's what you get for having my laptop as the recording studio. All right, so Starry Eyes. I feel like there's one more I wanted to rip someone apart for.
Probably me.
Probably.
Yeah.
No, I think that's all I could think of off the
Yeah.
top of my head. That was.
I got out the ones I definitely wanted to mention.
I rewatched the Scream series because Matt didn't know who Neve
Yeah.
Campbell was. So.
I had to buy Matt. the
Oh yeah,
Scream
tell
series.
Oh, you didn't buy them for me.
I didn't buy them for you. No, I was like, all right, Matt's going to watch these. So I bought the movies and had them sent to his house. I said, you better watch these before we do this podcast.
And I only watched the first two.
And he didn't even get to the third one.
Well, at least he knows who Nev Campbell is, which is very important because the rest of the theme of this episode is Nev Campbell.
I could have gone my whole life without not knowing who she is.
Well, that's not the point. The point is you've never seen Scream.
Yeah.
That was the point.
Yeah.
Nev Campbell was the...
She's not even the most famous actress in that film.
No. Nev Campbell was the sickness or whatever, or the what do you call it when you have a symptom? Not knowing who Nev Campbell was a symptom. The sickness was not knowing what Scream was.
Yes.
I mean, man.
He texted me while watching it. He's like, man, Scary Movie's a lot funnier now that I've seen this.
Yeah, I finally understand now.
All the jokes are based off that movie.
In total Matt fashion, he had seen Scary Movie before he had seen Scream.
Yeah, I think I saw that when it first came out.
But not Scream.
Not Scream.
So you're like, when you're watching Scary Movie, like, holy shit, these are some really good ideas that they're parodying. Like, wow, I love the face, the ghost face. Alright. Is that all? News-wise?
That's all I have.
Yeah.
That's all I have. Let's go ahead and move on to...
The weather.
Yes.
No.
Currently it's 67 degrees, which is hot as shit outside. Now we're moving on to the main event, the theme, which is stupid shit people do in movies, horror movies. Brad has a whole list, so I'm going to let him take it away.
Well,
at least
wait,
go...
this is about horror movies?
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Well,
this is romantic comedies.
I want to mention that in Scream, they do actually mention the killer in the very first part says, don't open the front door. Don't you watch scary movies?
Yeah.
They talk about stupid shit people do in that movie.
Don't give it away. I'm sure nobody's seen that movie.
I know, right?
I know. Because you're not a special snowflake, man. No one has seen Scream. Half our viewers probably like, what's Scream? Who's Nev Campbell?
I kind of want to mention, do you guys watch the TV series? Scream?
I've seen there's 2 seasons.
There's a TV series?
Yeah, it's on MTV.
It's on MTV of all things.
Oh,
yeah,
gross.
so is it good?
No.
Okay. Anyway, go on, Brad.
Hold on, this is my shocked face. For all you listeners out there, I'm not shocked.
He looks pretty shocked to me. All right, Brad. So why don't you read off one of yours? I'll read off one of mine after.
Yeah, why don't you call...
I have a very specific list, so you can fuck off with your list.
Okay.
So,
well, what do you call this list?
I'll just remain quiet for the
I
rest
call
of the
my
episode.
list the Morbid Muck-Ups, and I have a top 13, because I thought that was a good number to have.
Yeah.
You okay there, Rick?
Morty! Alright, so... my first Morbid Muck-Up is people scream too much. They're running around. They're screaming.
While they're running?
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
Well, because they're about to die.
yeah, but they're giving away their location. They're just like running and screaming.
Not to mention, you can't breathe while screaming. They're going to be out of breath.
Yeah, I mean, me especially.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen you run miles and scream.
If I was in a horror movie, I wouldn't even run. I'm like, just kill me.
Just lay over on your back like a dog. Like, show your belly to the killer.
But no, they're screaming too much. They're giving away their location. You know,
They're frightened.
Well, obviously, okay. You're in the middle of the woods. Who are you screaming for?
So what you're gonna be? If you're in a horror movie, you're running next to someone screaming, you're like, "Shut up, Susie! You're giving away our position." You're just gonna keep
Dumb bitch.
Yeah. I throw Susie at the killer.
Dumb.
And duck behind a tree somewhere. I don't know.
Susie, shut up! You're giving up our coordinates. We're at 64 degrees latitude, 25 degrees longitude. Who's gonna know where we're at?
All right, moving on. Number 12. Hiding a fatal wound, such as a zombie bite.
Oh, that'd be me, by the way.
That's always a fucked up situation.
Yeah, like in any zombie movie when the guy's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm fine."
You always get that one person. It's like, don't look at the wound. I don't have anything bleeding over here. No.
Like in Shaun of the Dead, where the mom gets bit.
Yeah.
And she's like, I didn't want to be a bother. Look you, bitch.
Dude, I would totally. If I was bitten, I'd keep it quiet the entire time. Not because I was afraid you guys would kill me, but because if I'm going to die, everyone's going with
Taking
me.
everyone out
Yeah,
with
I kind of want to see what it's like to turn.
yeah,
Yeah, so.
yeah. So I get it. No, I totally get it.
All right. So the next one, having shitty cars. How is it in every single movie they try to get away and the car never starts?
Or the keys are in the visor on top of the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
Who
get into
the
a
hell
random
puts their keys
car,
there?
and
You realize you have a shitty car, right? Like
at least it starts.
Occasionally, but you can't gas
starts.
it. You can't gas it. If you gas it, it stalls. So
And then they always forget how to drive. when it starts.
Well, then the first thing they do is crash into a tree.
Yeah.
Whoa! And they go right into a tree because that's how you drive when you're.
So, side note, they have shitty cars and they don't know how to drive.
Yeah. Women, am I right?
Oh, God.
Asian women. I don't mean it in sexist.
We just
I mean
lost
it,
a lot of listeners.
I don't mean it in sexist. I mean because in horror movies, women are generally the main
Shitty drivers.
Yeah. I'm trying to recover, guys.
Not sexist, but
Brad throws around the R word last time, and I throw out and I'm the bad guy.
That's like saying, I'm not racist, but it's like, you're going to see something racist, aren't you? You're going to do it.
I'm just saying, when women are running in high heels in the woods and they trip and they're confused why they tripped. All right, what's your next one?
All right, so speaking of cars, when people do get to a car, they never check around the car.
Like, never see if someone's in there?
Yeah, underneath the car, you get your Achilles tendon slashed. They never check the back seat.
Fuck
They never
that shit.
check the back seat.
To this day, if it's nighttime, or even if it's daytime, I'll, look under my car, because, what movie was it where he slashes the Achilles tendon? Might have been under a bed.
That's
a lot
I
of
think
movies.
they have it in Pet Cemetery under the
Might
bed.
have been. If anyone can let me
definitely
know
happened in movies.
what movie it is where someone's tendon had got cut from either under the bed or under a car, let me know, because as a child that probably scarred me, and that's why to this day, that and I look at my back seat all the time.
Yeah.
Always, it doesn't matter. It could be in the middle of the day. Look at my back seat.
No one ever does that.
I'd be fine.
So
I'd survive.
You're surviving so far, yes.
Yes,
You're doing a
yes.
good job.
Good tip.
Not so much on the car part, though, because if you're getting in your car,
What about
your car sucks.
my car sucks. We drove it to Indianapolis because Vinny was having a panic attack in your great car.
Yeah, that's why I got it, so no one would want to drive around in it.
Perfect when a horror movie happens.
Anyway.
Can't drive my car to Coop.
The next one, obviously, splitting up. Classic.
Scooby doing it.
Yeah, Scooby doing it. Everyone always wants to split up. Not only that, I put a little side note on here. They want to have sex in weird places, and that automatically gets them killed. I didn't want to have having sex as one of them because
That's not stupid.
That's not stupid.
Well, everyone
but
who has
that's
sex,
just a classic don't do in a horror movie.
yeah, because you're gonna get killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but people go and have sex in weird places.
They're like, oh, this is a haunted house. Let's go up in the bed. I can't wait.
Yeah,
Or
let's go to this weird barn.
yeah.
Nothing bad can happen in there.
Well, they're teenagers with hormones, and they're like,
Yeah, brother, horny.
yeah, they're teenagers. You
wanna
wouldn't
get
know.
it on.
You don't know what it's like, Grandpa.
I've never been a teenager. I was born and then I was 60.
No, I get
I've
what you,
aged since.
I get what you're saying. It's like awkward, outside in the shack under the collection of knives and the abandoned shack.
Yeah.
It's like, ooh, this is a perfect place to do it. Not in the bedroom locked.
Yeah.
I get it. I think Cabin in the Woods made fun of that.
But, splitting up, Dude Bro Party Massacre, he went in to fix a fuse in a shed with, like you said, a whole bunch of weapons everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't split up.
Classic mistake.
Yeah.
Don't
Classic.
split up. Got it. Unless
Especially if there's one killer, come on.
Yeah.
You're just going to let him pick you off?
Yes.
And don't forget to watch Dude Bro Party Massacre 3.
We're not sponsored by them.
No.
Yet.
I'm not wearing their t-shirt.
Let's keep plugging them. Let's
Yeah.
see if they notice us.
We
All
got
right, next one. Forgetting How to Run. Another classic.
Forgetting How to Run.
Yeah,
Well, they always trip over stuff.
yeah.
Oh.
Okay, the only time I can see this being legitimate is if they're in the woods. Yeah, there's going to be shit all over the ground. It's going to be easy to trip.
You don't mean literally forget. You don't mean oh, I don't know how to run. I gotta walk quickly.
I gotta stay still.
I was being funny, all right? They forget how to run. They fall. They fall down.
They trip. Okay. Yeah.
Like, I'm not. I fell down.
Fell down.
So,
All right.
okay, yeah. They
So
forget how to run.
that's
they,
not
they
a problem.
fall down.
That's not a problem for you and I because we've already talked about we wouldn't run.
Again, yeah, we would not run.
I mean, at that point, I'll just bare my neck to him. Like, just get it over with, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna get me anyway.
Yeah. There's no way I'm running.
So, I mean, we would probably just shoot Matt, right?
Yeah.
Just let him get him.
What?
We talked about this, Matt. You're the Otis. If you don't know who Otis is, watch the first season of Walking Dead and watch what Shane does to one Otis.
I think
That's
that was
Matt.
season 2, actually.
God.
Season 2. That's Matt. Matt, you're our Otis,
Oh man.
aka our extra life.
Not to give anything away about that amazing show.
Yeah. So awesome.
Yeah, after the
After I do the jacking off motion, because that show's gone to shit.
That's a whole other episode. We'll talk about how awesome Walking Dead TV series is.
All right, next one up is, where am I? Hiding in the vicinity of the killer, especially in obvious places.
Wait, what do you want? Do you want me to just like show that like you jump?
Okay.
Well, I don't understand. Like
Okay.
you have to hide.
Okay, so this has a lot going in with
Okay,
it.
yeah.
Okay, so one thing, like running into a basement or an attic,
Okay.
not
yeah,
easily
yeah.
escapable.
Right.
If you got a front door and you choose to go downstairs, really?
Yeah. Actually, stairs in general are a no-no for me to begin with. I mean, that's just extra cardio I don't need.
So what about jumping out a window? I mean, every time when they're in a house or
You
something.
have a better, you have
I
a
would
better
jump
chance
out the
going
window.
upstairs.
But knowing my luck,
then
I'd
jumping out a
probably
window.
cut like a major artery and just bleed out. And
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you jumped off a roof and survived, so
Wait.
I did.
yeah.
I fell.
Fell off a roof.
So many people think I jumped.
He
but
thought he could fly because he was hammered and went, guys, watch this.
Were you thinking like Peter
No,
Pan's
it
magic?
was-
If you believe you can fly, you'll fly.
I mean, surprisingly enough, I was on the roof and there was beer and beer cans on the ground. Nick was tossing
Starting
them
to make
up.
more sense.
Yeah, he was tossing them up at me. Surprisingly, I didn't fall then.
Michael Myers was right behind
Yeah.
him. He's like, what do
So
I do?
I sat on the ledge and then I just slipped and fell. Sprained my ankle.
That's it. Just
Yeah,
spraining
I just sprained my ankle. I was very lucky.
There you go. If you're in a
Yeah.
horror movie on top of the roof, jump for beer.
Yeah.
You'll just sprain your ankle.
Was that a two-story house, too?
It was a two-story house, so
Yeah.
I was fucking invincible.
Did you scream on the way down? Because Brad says you're not allowed to scream. It gives away your
No,
position.
I didn't scream. I kind of was in shock. I just kind of laid there like, holy shit.
All right.
Okay, so along with hiding in obvious places, a closet.
Oh, okay. Like under a
Come on.
bed.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, say you're in one house. Oh, okay, I'm going to run upstairs, and then I'm going to hide in this closet in this room.
yeah.
It's like, okay, the killer knew you went upstairs. You only got so many fucking places to hide. Come on.
Right. That's why I hide under the
Come on.
covers. They can never find me there. Worked when I was a kid.
I
works
can't
now.
see them, so they can't see me.
Yeah, that's always a big one. Why do they hide under the covers? Like, they pull the covers over their face, and then they tremble. They're like, they'll never find me!
Genius. Genius.
And here's a side note. Getting trapped somewhere stupid. That's part of this whole thing.
Trapped somewhere stupid. Like in the basement or whatever.
Let's talk about Scream for a moment.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, the doggy door.
Oh,
The
okay,
famous
okay,
doggy
yeah,
door
yeah.
scene. Really? That's the one place she's like, oh, I can fit through there.
You know, she actually fit pretty good in there.
Halfway, then she got stuck.
I
That's
thought
the
she
whole
was going to
point.
get out. Like,
Matt's like, she's gonna make it. She's gonna make it.
well, I know how it was going to
Even
end
though
because
you've
I
seen-
saw Scary Movie
I
at
was saying,
first.
even though you've seen Scary Movie.
No, it's funny because in Scary Movie, that big girl tries to go through there.
Yeah.
Like, starts with her arm and then like her leg, and the
That's-
killer's just like shaking his head, like.
That's the joke. Well, the killer kind of shakes his head when she's going through the doggy door and scream.
Yeah.
Like, who does that? Yeah. But, I mean, where else was she supposed to go?
Yeah, I mean, I would try it. Like my
Lift the
fat
garage
ass.
door itself.
Yes, this 90-pound woman is going to lift the garage
The
door.
garage door's not heavy.
It's an automatic garage door.
Yeah, they don't just
Still lift
move.
it.
No, you can't. Not if it's in gear.
No, I'd kick it through.
Brad, you're going to die in a horror movie trying to lift a garage up. That's what's going to end up happening. You'd be like, why won't this garage budge? And I'll be going through the doggy door because I'm skinny.
Yes. Zach only weighs 180 pounds of pure muscle.
A pure muscle. It's more like 140.
All right, moving on to going into a creepy place. They're always going into a place. They're like, hey, that looks shady. Let's go inside.
Well, it's raining. You don't want to get wet.
Yeah.
You want to go into a creepy place. Better to be dry and killed than wet and alive, right?
What's funny is a lot of these I mentioned have been in the movie Terrifier.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
she even mentioned, she's like, don't go into that place. It's creepy. And she's like, well, I'm gonna, because I have to
Gotta
pee.
I'm not going to pee.
Yeah, just talk
by
to some
car.
random guy like, hey, can I use your turlet? Like, oh, sure. I'm just spraying this place for bugs or whatever he does. I don't know. But
He was a fine, upstanding gentleman,
He
actually.
was.
Yeah.
Just
he actually had, he was not the creepy one.
Yeah. Spoilers. Not really.
Surprisingly.
He dies.
Oh my God! That's his. What?
You did that to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Logan.
Yeah. I don't want any spoilers. Yeah, okay. Everyone dies at the end, though.
Yeah, giving me shit for not seeing Scream, and then you haven't seen Logan.
But that's not a horror movie.
That's
and
not a horror
We're
movie.
not the comic book
Oh,
mongers.
God damn it.
All right.
All right, moving on to the next one. Not using phones correctly. In other words, my first note is they always go to a place with no service.
Right. Okay. So I did want to talk about this because back in the day it'd be a landline, but today we have cell phones.
Yeah.
And it seems like everyone that has cell phones these days has the Sprint carrier where it doesn't work anywhere. You know, it's like
or Boost Mobile.
Yeah, Boost Mobile.
Sprint. It works most
What's the
places.
other one? Cricket. Yeah, Cricket.
Yeah, they have Cricket or whatever. You have Singular Wireless. I don't know if that's a thing anymore. They're like
Consumer
like
cellular.
right under a cell tower. They still don't have any sick bars. Like I don't know why I don't have any bars. Yeah. So what do you mean by phone? Not...
Okay. Well, I was going to say apparently.
Yeah.
Do you need me to open a beer for you?
Yes, please.
Okay.
We are sober children.
Well, apparently there's this new thing out called hotspots or like mobile hotspots.
It's not new, but yes. There's this new thing that just came out like 10 years
new.
ago.
Whoa.
It's
What
new
are
to me.
these hotspots?
Yeah, what's a hotspot? Yes, I think we know.
I didn't know you could make your phone into a Wi-Fi.
Did you just learn this yesterday?
I'm not kidding. I learned this like last week.
Oh my
Oh
god.
yeah.
Okay, so
I was born and then I was 60. Come on, I don't
this
keep up with the
newfangled
times.
thing called a cell phone. All right, so
All these
yeah,
damn kids with their weird.
yes, they can
technology.
turn their wireless signal into a
Anyway,
Wi-Fi
so yeah,
hotspot.
that's an option,
Yeah.
right? Okay, so besides that, but okay, it seems like a lot of people, if they actually are able to make a phone call, they never like finish the phone call. They'll like something will happen and they'll get distracted, and then they'll walk away from the phone call.
That's literally you. Like every single time I call you.
Usually with a landline, that's why they walk away from it.
Right, because landline, you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
For those of you born
They always cut the landline.
after 1990, there used to be a time where phones were attached to cords.
What?
Whoa.
That's ridiculous.
I know. Stupid idiots.
I always like
All right.
those see-through phones.
Oh, from like the what was
Yeah.
it 80s, 90s, whatever.
Yeah.
Like you can see the guts of it.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can see like all of its innards and stuff.
That's so 90s. Like the 90s
Yeah.
love see-through
Yeah,
shit.
that's what it was.
I love those.
Okay, so I'm on to number 4.
We gotta do like a drum roll for number 1, I feel like.
Oh God. Only 4?
Keep living in a haunted house. In other words, they move into a house,
Oh, okay.
they realize it's haunted,
Like Amity Horror.
and they stay there.
Yeah.
They don't
Oh,
think,
yeah.
hey, let's leave. They're just like, oh, let's wait this out and see what happens until they die.
Just give it a night.
Shut up, Linda. Have you seen the market? You know how hard it is to find a house this cheap?
And that's why I was going to play devil's advocate as well. It's like, yeah, well, okay, they can't just like buy another house maybe, but I mean, Poltergeist, think about that.
Yeah.
Like they found out it was built on an Indian burial ground or
Right.
whatever. It's like I would have some words with somebody about that. Be like, yeah, you get me another house.
Yeah, where's that realtor?
Yeah, let's risk it. Daddy seems to be going crazy. Should we could it be the Indian burial ground? No. He just says he hears children whispering in his ear, telling him to kill us all.
Just go back to bed. It'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Don't worry about it. You know how much a hotel runs a night?
Well, I watched that movie Bad Ben, which is
Oh,
a
I like
knockoff
that.
of You saw that one?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty
It's a
funny.
knockoff of Paranormal
Yeah,
Activity.
it definitely was.
You said it was funny?
Yeah, some parts were pretty.
I don't think it was meant to be funny.
I think I need to watch it because Matt is saying it's not bad. Brad is saying it's bad.
I thought it was pretty good.
It's a Paranormal Activity knockoff. That's literally what it is.
Yeah.
There's only one person
A lot
in
better.
that whole movie.
A lot better than
I
Paranormal
shall be the
Activity.
deciding factors. Tune in next week to see what Zach thinks about Bad Ben.
Bad Ben. Yes.
Bad
They
Ben.
made 2 sequels. So.
Yeah, I didn't watch. I just saw the
I'll watch the first one.
one bad Ben.
I gotta watch something tonight anyway. I'll watch it tonight.
Okay.
Okay, sweet.
Sure.
It's on Amazon, I think. I saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
It's boring as shit.
no,
all right.
that's good.
That's fine. I have two. In today's day and age, I have a computer on while I'm watching horror movies, so I can like surf the web like
Well,
I do
I-
Starry Eyes. So,
I remember it being kind of funny. Maybe I'm thinking of something else.
oh my god, Matt, you being a horrormonger really hinges on this not being a terrible movie.
Well, I don't know now.
It's like that might have been an episode of The Simpsons. I can't remember.
Bad Ben's either really funny or really terrible. You know, watch it to find out.
All right. So anyway, yeah, someone moves into a house. They find out it's haunted, and they just stick around. Like, what's the deal with that? Why?
Because they save
What,
money.
what was that, Jerry?
What's the deal with airline food?
You listen to this? You hear this? You hear what's going on?
All right. Next one, down to number 3. Investigating noises. Heard a noise? Let's go check that out. Usually that has to do with splitting up as well.
To be fair,
Yeah.
I have checked on noises.
Yeah,
before.
I do the same thing.
I'm curious, like a cat. That's why they call me Whiskers.
That's why they call me Yes.
I hear a noise. I'm like, woo, what's that? And I go upstairs, and I'm excited. Could be like, a stranger with a knife.
Yeah, and I feel like they typically go without a weapon.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, I'm going to check this
So
out.
you don't check on strange noises?
Are you saying like after the killer
Oh,
has
yeah,
been
I'll grab
known?
my gun.
Oh.
There's been shit that's happened around this house. I'll grab my gun and look around and be like, what's going on?
How many times have you almost shot the neighbor?
Once.
Yeah. You hear a noise. Get the gun.
No, I'm not kidding. I saw someone breaking into the house next door. I grabbed my gun. I was about to go out there and be like, who the fuck are you? Turns out it was my neighbor locked himself out of the house.
Jesus. You were almost the horror movie killer.
I called the cops. It turned out it was him breaking into his own house.
One of the many reasons.
He was wearing a hoodie and everything. I could not see who it was.
Did he
Like,
have a bag of
shady.
Skittles?
He looked shady. Like, why would you break into a house looking like that?
I'm
I
sorry.
don't know.
All I think is Trayvon Martin when you talk right now. You would have been that
I didn't
Mexican
shoot
guy.
him.
What's his name?
I didn't shoot him.
That's true.
Oh,
I called the
that's
police.
true.
I said maybe they can handle it.
Is it
I was
because-
trying to be a good neighbor.
Was it because you were lazy, or was it because you didn't want to shoot someone?
I wasn't gonna shoot him. He wasn't harming me.
What
He
happens
wasn't-
if what happens
if he
if
was
he-
coming into my house? Absolutely.
I come into your house sometimes without knocking. I'm afraid I'm going to be shot next time. I don't feel safe in this house anymore, I'm just saying.
All right, fine.
Gun violence. All right, so Brandon was shot his neighbor. That's number 3.
Yeah. I think that's
Checking
where-
on noises.
Is that where we landed?
Yeah, checking on noises. I get it. I think what you're saying is like after the killer has shown himself, like people are dying, and all of a sudden you hear a
Yeah.
noise. Like Michael Myers is loose in the neighborhood, and you hear a noise,
Yeah.
you don't go check on the noise.
Billy, is that you?
Yeah,
Well, they don't know the killer's out.
not always, but
Yeah. I mean, if there's a killer running around and you hear a noise, you won't go check on
You're
it.
actually, like, is this a specific movie you're talking about? Because you're like, oh, they don't know.
Yeah, they don't know they're in a horror movie.
listeners at home, if you take anything away from this, always carry a gun with you whenever you hear a noise.
Put the safety on.
Safety off. You don't want any accidental not misfires.
Yeah.
Once if you need to pull the trigger
Absolutely.
on someone, and then safety's on. That's a lot of soda.
Oh yeah, this is very good soda.
Like,
All right, what's your number 2?
All right, number 2.
Yeah.
Doing something that's obviously deadly. Now I kept that a little broad because I had a
Like
few
having
things.
sex with a killer?
Oh, I forgot to write that one down.
Doing
Okay, so
something obviously
I
deadly.
got a few side notes with that one. Not believing in someone's story or tale.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, so the classic. Oh, the killer. There's this tale of this myth of a thing, and
really
then
good
it
at
actually ends
thinking
up
on your feet.
happening.
Really good at thinking on your feet.
I'm great at this.
Tell us more about this tale of
I've
the...
never seen a horror movie. I don't know how this goes.
Okay, so like
What, a horror
not
movie?
believing in like urban legend type stuff.
Yes, yeah. Or you got that. You're in some redneck town, and one guy's like, "Don't go to that house. You're gonna get murdered up there," kind of thing. I don't know.
You just offended like so many. First off, redneck is a derivative word. They preferred the rosy necked.
oh, we just lost all 30 of our followers. Shit.
Rosy neck. God, you threw out another hard R. Redneck.
Well, they found out I have a gun. I think they'd be supportive of that, though.
Yeah, that's true. Now we
Yeah,
lost all the
buddy.
liberals.
The other another note is doing something that's already ill-advised. Well, just like I said, you got the guy that's telling you don't go to that house.
Like in
Shit
like in
happens
Scream.
over there.
Like in Scream when he says when you leave a room, don't say I'll be back.
Yeah,
And then the guy does, and he doesn't come back.
yeah. Like when your daddy goes off to buy some cigarettes,
And
and I'll be right back.
Don't worry, people at home. Your daddy was probably killed. That's why he didn't come back.
And another one: contacting unfriendly spirits.
Like a Ouija board.
Yeah.
Don't invite that shit.
Why?
Don't invite that shit. Yeah.
Stop it.
My mom, I tried to buy a Ouija board when I was like 6 or 7. I had no idea what it was. My mom wouldn't let me buy it because of that stuff.
Yeah.
She's smart. She saved. I don't believe.
I had a Ouija board. One of my friends wanted to like take it.
When we do the haunted stuff, by the way, I am definitely the skeptic. Like,
are we gonna go to Satan's Hollow?
We'll talk about that at the end. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We'll talk about we're gonna try to do that for our next episode or the episode after.
Jump the gun, Matt.
Yeah, seriously.
Sorry.
Spoilers.
I'm gonna go take a nap now.
Okay. I have nothing to say for the next 20 minutes.
All right. The number one thing. Can you guess what it is?
Oh, drum roll.
Yeah, no, I want you guys to guess what if you can figure out what the last one is. What haven't we mentioned that's a common issue?
Let me see. I got lists on. It's not being black, is it?
Whoa!
Well, they die first. That's not. That's just.
Oh,
That
man.
common mistake.
Drum roll on negative followers.
How dare they choose to be black? Is it cops? Like not calling the cops? The cops always getting killed when they arrive.
No, the cops always show up at the end.
Yeah.
All the time. Like, are we late? Oh, there's a lot of dead bodies.
This is stupid shit. Cops.
I don't know. What do you got?
Okay, assuming the killer is dead.
Oh, okay.
Always assume the killer is dead, they walk away.
Yeah, Scream makes fun of that in all the movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now Matt can join in the conversation how they do that.
Wait, Scream?
What's a Nev Campbell?
Yeah, what is that?
It's like a type of soup?
Is that a horse?
She's related to Bruce, I assume. Maybe?
Probably.
God, I hope not.
So your number one is, assuming that they're
Assuming
dead.
the killer is dead.
AKA double tap.
Double
Yes.
tap, yeah.
Yes.
From Zombieland.
Yeah.
I heard they were making a second one of that.
You always got to put one in the ticker, one in the computer.
What?
I think that was a Sin City quote.
One in the ticker and one in the computer. That doesn't
Yeah,
even rhyme.
the heart in the head. It doesn't rhyme. It's just
All good
I'm pretty
sayings
sure-
have to rhyme.
I'm pretty sure Bruce Willis said it.
How am I
don't
going to
know.
remember that? It doesn't rhyme. It's not like liquor before beer, you're in the clear. It's
That's a myth.
ticker before heart, you're in the start.
I don't know.
Let me go quickly.
That's a myth though, because
You
I'm
named
a
a lot of-
professional. I drink what I
You named a lot of the ones I had, so this will be quick. I only have like one or two to bring up that I wrote down. I put not calling the cops sooner. Like instead, like they have a phone call and they call their best friend to talk about how there's someone in the house.
Oh, yeah, that's
when 911's a phone call away.
All right.
Yeah.
I do understand it to some extent because the cops get there and what happens to the cops? They're killed
They end
immediately.
up getting killed. Yeah.
Yeah, but
they
still.
send the one cop.
Yeah.
There's a killer on the loose. Oh, let's get one guy out there to check that out.
We talked about being black.
Really?
Oh, God.
No, okay.
Oh, my God.
No, it's not right. I'm just saying in horror movies, black people are usually the first to die.
I just mentioned this earlier. It's not racist, but
No, I'm not. It's not racist at all. I'm gonna say I'm not. And just in horror movies, you gotta say like, if you watch any horror movie in black, the black characters bring up the fact that they're gonna be the first to die.
yeah.
Yeah, they was
I mean, it's a stereotype, and God, make me have to be a racist. So I'm just throwing truth bombs. I'm not the one carrying a gun around calling people rednecks. I'm also not the one who doesn't know who Nev Campbell is. Get off my back.
Still don't know who she is.
I mentioned this I also mentioned this, and kind of goes off what Brad said. In America, we all carry guns, so why not just shoot the guy with a knife? You know?
Are you saying shoot them with a knife?
Shoot them with the knife.
I'm going to shoot a knife at you. I'm assuming you're saying the guy that has a knife.
Yeah, like
shoot them.
Like you always see them run away. Like this is America. We all carry guns, right?
Yeah.
We all have
I don't.
guns.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm free, and I do what the fuck I want.
It's America. Really, all the rest you hit.
Yeah, but guns aren't always
Yeah, I
available.
mean-
it's usually a situation where they're like off in a
Right.
cabin or they're somewhere there's not a gun available.
Right, but it's like I have a feeling like in these horror movies they're so stupid that if they did get a gun, the first thing they would do is like blow their own brains out instead of using it against the killer. You know,
I mean, if it came to running and I had a gun,
easy choice. The
if
gun's
the- if-
far
if-
less painful,
If the first few bullets didn't put the killer down, okay.
and you're gonna be sitting
You know
down
you're
while
fucked.
shooting. There's no way you're gonna stand and shoot. Yeah, I have like tripping when running. We talked about that. Running away instead of staying together to fight. Trusting your boyfriend. Never trust your boyfriend, and that's in real life too. Don't trust your boyfriend.
I will not trust my boyfriend any longer.
Yeah, me neither. After that.
Well, like in every horror movie, it's like 9 out of 10. It's usually the boyfriend or the
Are
girlfriend.
you saying the boyfriend's a 9 out of 10?
That's pretty good.
I'm shaking my head.
That's
yes.
a pretty hot guy.
That's a good rating. Wow.
Yeah, don't trust your boyfriend. I mean, that's standard in like all things in life. Like in real life, if you're killed, they say like most times a spouse. So
Yeah.
that's wisdom from the Horrormongers.
Don't get married.
Ta-da. Wait, what? No.
Yeah, Matt. That's why you're the worst whoremonger.
Yeah, good job tying that knot.
I thought of something else. I thought of your old dog, Kobe. That tying of the knot.
Oh, gross. Oh, no.
That's a horror
Zach
movie.
is referring to the
Scariest thing I've ever seen.
the large penis this dog wielded under itself.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that dog.
As Matt says, like, reminiscently, like, oh yeah, that was a great time.
Yeah, that dog attacked me.
Oh, yeah, he did bite you.
Yeah.
We are way off topic.
Yeah, we are. Well, it is in the description. We will be off topic.
Yeah.
The listener beware.
Dog bites do happen in horror movies, though. So,
Cujo.
I still never saw that one.
Or Red.
I haven't seen Cujo
It's a
either.
book?
So we got one more thing we're going to do. We like to throw in new segments every episode.
Nude segments.
Nude segments. We have, the recurring. Some of them we'll bring back. This one we're kind of excited for. We literally came up with... Well, we didn't come up with it. We decided to throw it in like 10 seconds before we recorded. And it is called... What did we land on? Murderer Melee?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Murderer Melee.
Or Murder Melee.
Okay. Name pending. Murder Melee. What this is we choose two like horror movie slashers or bad guys, and we pit them against themselves.
Mostly bad guys.
And we're going to debate who we think would win. For the first set, we have two.
Before we do this, I'm going to go pee.
Yeah.
All right, Matt.
We made sure Matt emptied everything before.
I did.
So we're good.
It was good.
We're good. He can wait like another 10, 15 minutes. For this one, we'll do the first one, which is...
I have a lot of notes written down for this.
Yeah, read it off.
Leprechaun versus Chucky.
So let's talk about who we think will win, and then we're going to ask you, the listener, who you think you'll win. I'll post the thing in Facebook group and Twitter. Because, people listen to us on Twitter, I'm sure, right?
Oh, yeah.
We're so active on Twitter, all
Maybe.
three of us.
I listen to us on Twitter.
All right, Leprechaun versus Chucky. For those who don't know, the Leprechaun is a leprechaun.
Yes.
And
He's
Chucky...
a little person.
Whoa, wait, is that politically correct?
Yes,
Oh,
little person.
man.
I would say midget.
Oh, God.
He is
We
a...
just lost all of our listeners. that
Yeah,
are
so
midgets.
long iTunes.
Thanks.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, iTunes probably doesn't like me throwing the midget around. They have midget tosses. Anyway, they do. What do they call them? So the leprechaun's a wee little guy who has magic powers.
Wee little guy.
He's a wee little lad.
He's also very greedy.
Yes.
And then we have Chucky from the Child's Play series, which is...
Murderous doll.
do you remember his actual name? It's Ray something, right?
Brad Dourif.
I know Brad Dorn. I think his name is Ray. I can't remember his last name, but he's a killer, and he dies in a shootout, and he transfers his soul into a... You guys have never seen Child's Play? Is
Oh, yeah.
No, I can't remember.
that
his actual
Chucky?
name.
I thought you meant the guy from Rugrats. So yeah, he
No,
transfers
I
his
can't
soul
remember his
because
actual
he
name.
knows voodoo, and he transfers his soul into a good time pal doll,
Yeah.
a good guy doll. I can't remember what they're called. It's
think
been
it's-
like 6 years since I've seen the first one, at least. So who would win is the question: the Leprechaun versus Chucky, and I think this is kind of a straightforward thing. I guess I'll give because Brad's looking up, I think, who the name of the guy.
Charles Lee Ray.
I got the Ray
That is
part.
his name.
Charles Lee Ray.
Yes.
All right. So, in my opinion, Leprechaun versus Chucky is pretty straightforward. Well, I guess not, because the Leprechaun can only grant wishes if you...
I feel like, he's got magical powers.
But are they
feel-
tied to people making wishes, though? A lot of times
I
they
don't
are.
think so. He's just magical.
They're magically delicious.
Yes.
Yeah. Getting his Lucky Charms.
Yeah. But, I mean, Chucky's ruthless. And
Yeah, I'd vote for Chucky.
kind of immortal.
It doesn't... Okay, let's put it this way. Let's set some rules. Like, do we know that Chucky's possessed, or is he just a doll in our house? We don't know that he's... Like, does he get the element of surprise?
Are you asking if it's going to be Leprechaun versus just a Chucky doll that's not
No.
possessed by
What I
Charles
mean
Lee
is,
Ray?
what I mean is, the Leprechaun's in a toy store, and he doesn't know that Charles Lee Ray is in a Chucky doll. Does Chucky get the element of surprise? Does he get the
Yeah,
jump on
I
him?
think so.
Oh, okay. I mean,
You gotta give him something.
yeah.
I mean, that's all he's got going for him is like, holy shit, a doll's alive
Yeah.
and has a knife
Yeah, I would say Chucky
and has a
would
very
whip
deep
his ass.
voice.
In that case, Chucky could.
But
Leprechaun's tricky. He's tricky.
You can only kill him by like killing his gold, melting his gold or whatever it is.
I feel like he would try to steal his gold. Absolutely. He's a
Ah,
criminal.
Chucky.
He's already a criminal.
That'd probably be the first thing he would do.
So you guys are saying
Yeah.
Chucky over
Yeah.
Leprechaun?
I would say the Leprechaun would kill him. Chucky would steal his gold and Leprechaun would get pissed.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Leprechaun. I love Chucky. I prefer the Child's Play series over the Leprechaun series.
Well, fuck you guys.
Well, I'm sorry, man. This should be the theme. You should be seeing a pattern.
God
here.
damn it.
We're all against you. We're all turning on you slowly. I say Leprechaun. Leprechaun due to magical powers and the fact that he can't
Yeah.
really die.
Yeah.
But I mean,
If
Chucky's.
we agreed on anything, there wouldn't be any drama.
Yeah,
in
I would
this,
say
so.
Chucky.
I will post something on Facebook because I know
Chucky's
these
a
two
badass.
won't, and I'll ask what your opinion is. We have one more we do want to talk about, and it's
Jason versus Michael Myers.
a classic.
So I think this would be a great movie. It would be 2 hours of them walking slowly toward each other.
Which music would they use? A remix of both together?
Yes.
Die.
Oh, we
kill.
should
Wow.
make a
Wow,
remix of
that was a great impersonation of both. Really? Is that how you hear those?
I'm being harassed.
Oh, poor Zach.
I don't know. I'm tone
Brad,
deaf. I
leave
don't
him
hear-
alone.
You mimic it. What's the noise? Well, if you sound like a eunuch, I guess. Okay, so a remix of
That
that.
offends me. I am one.
I lost him a nom. All right.
Yeah, you add those like, and with the Michael Myers
Did you just say
theme song.
Okay, I'm gonna say that. I'm pretty sure it's kill, die.
Oh yeah. Well, it changes in every movie.
Yeah,
the
it's
first one it's kill, mom.
Yeah. This is the real battle. What's the music behind each of the killers as they walk up to each other?
What has the better theme music? Well,
Halloween. Come on.
Halloween. It is Halloween.
Halloween, all the
John
way. When I
Carpenter
hear,
nailed it.
I watched a preview when I was watching Prayer. They had a preview of Halloween, and that
sweet.
at the very end they had that Halloween music. And I'm just like nostalgia, like that's horror movie. Like,
Yep. And I saw that when I saw The Nun, and then the rest
So-
of the movie was terrible.
yeah.
It's like the previews
The
were
previews were
better.
the best.
So Michael Myers wins because he has better music.
I
No,
would say Jason would win that one.
Which
because-
Jason? We gotta talk about versions.
Okay, yeah.
Talk about versions.
That's another issue because, okay, so are we talking like Rob Zombie Michael Myers? Are we going to acknowledge that that is still a thing?
no, sorry, Jason.
Because that was like way overpowered.
Sorry, Jason. We'll save that. We'll save Rob Zombie Halloween's talk for you.
Okay. So Jason, what was it? Episode 7?
When he becomes immortal.
That he actually becomes
6, I think he's resurrected.
Yeah. So like at that point he's a zombie.
Yeah, because he's in the graveyard. Lightning strikes his grave, and he comes up as a zombie, all like decayed and all that. Let's make it
So
fair.
Michael is just. I mean, he's kind of immortal.
It
He's
depends
been
on who
killed.
you talk to. Like Loomis says that he is like pure evil or whatever,
Yeah.
evil incarnate. Let's do the early. Let's do Friday the 13th Part 2, not Part 1 for obvious reasons.
Okay, so the original Jason
Yeah.
appearance.
The original Jason appearance.
The-
You know what?
the
Let's
more
do
human-like.
Part 3 when he gets the hockey mask, just for shits and giggles.
Okay,
Doesn't matter.
sure.
They're the same person. When he gets the hockey mask, and then we'll do Michael Myers Halloween 1. Since now Halloween 2 through 10 are no longer canon.
Yeah.
So Halloween 1.
So
Throw some.
Michael's slower than Jason.
They're both pretty slow.
Yeah. Well, in the early ones, Jason actually runs.
Bitch.
Does he run in 3?
Maybe.
Okay, well
Did a
Michael's
lot of homework here.
So you think
Yeah.
you're saying Michael Myers doesn't know how to run? He's on your list. He just forgets how to run.
Michael Myers doesn't run. He never.
He can
runs.
run. He can do cardio.
Well,
could, maybe.
Why
I don't know.
would Michael and Jason be fighting in the first place?
Michael saw Jason's mom doing it, and it scarred Michael Myers. That's how he became when he killed Michael Myers or
Okay.
Jason's mom.
I like it because you need something you need like why they're going at it, you know.
So Michael Myers killed
Is this
Jason's
how you watch
mom.
porn too?
Why they're going at it?
Why are they going at it?
I need a story behind why they're fucking.
I mean,
I get he's delivering pizza.
I gotta
what
know
led to
why-
the pizza? What led to the hunger?
What is Sasha Grey doing
I
that
gotta know.
led to the penetration?
What's her
Yes.
backstory? Is she
Yes.
damaged? Did her father leave her? Is she really a cum-hungry slut?
Yeah, there's just a lot of emotional baggage there.
Well, I mean, there's so many reasons. I mean, there's so many storylines as to why they could be going at it.
You talking about porn or Jason versus Michael?
yeah.
I'm lost.
Jason versus Michael.
Okay, Michael killed Jason's mom.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many scenarios.
We'll just do that because you know,
Yeah.
Jason's a mama's boy
Okay, so
at heart.
Yeah.
that would be fun. Michael was the one that killed Jason's mom?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think Jason would win.
What if Jason killed Michael's mom?
He wouldn't care.
You killed my mom, now I'm going to kill your mom.
Michael Myers killed his... Didn't he kill his mom?
No.
No.
He killed everyone but his sister, I thought.
No, he didn't kill
Killed
his
her.
mom. In the original movie...
Who did he kill? Who did he kill? The just a
His
boyfriend?
sister.
Yeah, he
The
kills...
boyfriend and the sister.
Okay, well, it's been a while since I've seen the Ridge, obviously.
If we're talking about Rob Zombie, the mom killed herself.
Okay, that might be what I'm thinking
I was like,
of.
thank God Sherry Moon's not around anymore.
That she is.
Then she came back. Then she came back in the second one. Not to ruin anything for anyone, but you know.
Sherry Moon's immortal. All right, so we'll say okay for Matt, since for austerity.
Yes, I need
Matt
something
needs
to go
to
off
know.
of.
We'll say Michael Myers killed Jason's mom. And
After doing her,
yes,
After doing her?
in front of Jason.
Did
While
Jason
Jason is
witnessed
strapped
it.
to a boat, drowning.
Oh, Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
I would say Jason would win.
Yeah, I'll say Jason would win.
I don't want to do. I don't want to be consensus here. We're talking about first appearance or second appearance. Jason.
But Michael Myers, I feel like he's more of a badass.
Well, yeah. The reason why he walks is because he fears nothing. He's evil
Yeah.
incarnate. He doesn't need to run.
He's pure
Yeah.
evil.
Yeah, I don't
It's a
see
tie.
it.
Jason's just a crazy lunatic.
I'm
I'm going to say the redneck word again. He just lives out in the woods.
You're going to say the redneck word again?
Apparently, it's a
Bypassing
You
the whole
already
point.
it's a
said it.
term that's
Rosy
looked down
necked.
upon.
The rosy necked.
Rosy necked.
The rosy naped. I'm going to give it to, Jason, just because, Michael was kind of like just a crazy guy, at least in the first one.
Yeah.
He's a guy who escapes, where Jason is a redneck.
Oh, God.
I'm sorry, rosy necked.
He just lives in the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a mama's boy. He has more of a compelling reason.
Yeah.
Although it is also a weakness.
True.
But Michael's not smart enough to think of that.
True.
So that's why it goes to Jason. Like, it's
True.
easier to trick Jason than it is Michael.
Yeah.
True.
Michael...
Are you going to say true? Jesus.
I concur.
I concur. Go on.
Seconded.
Yeah, I give it to Jason just because Jason versus Michael straight up is there's no way. I think you have a better chance of surviving against Jason.
I would love to see just them, each with a knife, just going at each other.
Duke it out.
Duke it out. If only they made a movie
No, that's what I meant, fighting, not going at each other. That's what I meant.
like in one of Matt's pornos.
Oh,
Matt
man,
just
you
keeps talking
guys
the
all
story.
about this porn.
Matt's like, I want to know the backstory to horror movies and pornos, please.
Oh, you filthy motherfuckers.
Not the one talking about Sasha Grey.
Michael's like, I killed your mom. Jason's like, all right, let's do it.
Like, Jason takes off his
Wait, so
mask.
Jason and Michael both have sex with each other?
They would leave the masks on. They would take everything else off.
Obviously. We're so on the rails. But,
Who'd win in
so
a
was
porno?
Jason and Michael
yeah.
on the rails, as
Jason.
in railing each other.
I get it. Clever puns.
Boo.
Yeah.
Boo. Let us know who you think would win in a sex battle.
Yeah.
Jason or Michael.
Also, give us some more feedback.
Who do you believe would be the more tender lover?
Who would be the top?
Michael.
Yeah, Michael.
Jason's a bitch. Mommy told me to do this. That's why I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're right.
He's the bottom.
Yeah.
He's the receiver. He's the catcher.
So
Yeah.
who's stronger, do you think? Jason or Michael?
That also depends on which one we're talking
Michael,
about.
Michael, if we're talking about the Michael Myers purely strength, if we're talking about Jason before zombie.
Original Jason. No, the zombie
who wants
Jason
it
is
more.
just overpowered.
Yeah, zombie Jason would win no matter what. That's
Yeah.
why we made him.
Even if it was the Rob Zombie Michael,
Yeah.
I feel like Jason would still win.
Jason would still win. Rob Zombie Michael would definitely win against first appearance Jason in strength. But I would still say Michael Myers is pretty freaking strong.
Yeah.
He's a big dude, you know?
Nick Castle's not that big, though.
No, not in real life. Okay. Is this where you tell me how you're bigger than...
Than Jason?
Yeah.
I am bigger than Jason.
Oh,
I'm like
congratulations.
I'm like a couple inches taller than him. It was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. So you can take on Jason in a fight, is what you're saying?
I could.
I'd watch it.
All right.
Yeah,
Let's do
all right,
it.
who would win? Jason or Brad?
Ooh.
Jason.
Aw. I vote Brad.
Who would win, a butterfly or Brad? A butterfly.
A baby or Mike Tyson.
Michael Myers is probably stronger than Jason. Like, in his first appearances, probably. But once Jason becomes zombie, like, he's like Superman. He's a Superman of horror movie slashers.
He is.
Like, he has like no weaknesses at all, except for drowning.
Yeah.
That didn't even kill him.
No, it kind of like keeps him at bay for a while.
Bay, drowning.
I don't get it.
All right, we've gone on long enough, so we're gonna start slowly moving towards the exit. Before we go, we do want to talk about a couple things. First off, we are going to start doing a new segment on haunted places, mostly in Ohio. Maybe outside of Ohio occasionally, but really around Ohio. We're just going to check out these haunted...
Indiana, Kentucky. I don't know.
Maybe.
You feel like going that far.
Yeah.
New places that are weird.
We're thinking of... What was the place? Devil's Butthole?
Yeah, Devil's Butthole. No, Satan's Hollow. Satan's Hollow Butthole.
Oh, okay.
Satan's
Hollow Butthole?
We're thinking of going there, just checking it out. Maybe in an episode or two. We'll check that out.
I think it'd be fun. It's pretty nationally known. Satan's Hollow.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard of it.
Yeah.
Well, next weekend we're going to...
I'm in the nation, so...
You are in the nation.
Yes.
Next weekend we're going to
Lewisburg Haunted Cave.
Haunted Caves. I've never been there.
It is a legitimately haunted cave because they put people in there to scare you.
Guess who's too afraid to go? Guess which monger?
Not me. I don't like tight spaces.
I don't like tight spaces. I'm 6'4" and 400 pounds. You think I like tight spaces?
That's why Matt only likes loose buttholes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean...
So we're going to be doing that. Maybe we'll do something on that. And just like Horror Hound, Matt will be left in the wings.
I might go.
Go!
Yeah, we're... that thing's... What I said I was going to be doing is not happening anymore.
Okay,
so
go.
Oh, you got no excuse.
Yeah.
No, I have no excuse.
It's for the
except
podcast.
for my own...
It's for the podcast.
Your own
except
fear.
for my own fear.
Well, let me put it this way. If I can fit down the hole, you can fit down the hole.
Yeah. We're both twice your size.
That's
Yeah.
true.
So-
God damn it.
I trust me, I don't want... We're going to talk about this off. How much bending is there going to be?
Yeah, because I've been to those caves, like, just doing tours.
I'm pretty sure it's pretty open.
I'll look it up.
I was
Anyway.
there like 15 years ago, and I've heard they just added on.
And you're the same size as you were 15 years ago?
Pretty much.
No, I'll fit through this tiny little area. And
Maybe twice.
I'll
We're
look it
gonna
up.
turn
I'm
off
sure
the
there's a
lights.
weight limit. You're too fat to get in the cave, sir. Don't you remember those Filipino kids that got stuck?
yeah, what about that? I'm not going now. I don't want to get
What
trapped in
happens
that
if it
thing.
rains?
Yeah.
I think the last time I went, it was kind of rainy.
Oh, God.
Oh, yeah, that's going to affect us in the cave.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Oh, we're going to get wet.
Shit.
Oh no, then it floods and we're trapped. We have to eat each other after like 12 hours.
Before we drown?
Yeah, I'm not going.
I mean, I'll drown.
It's going to be like, as we're drowning, let's eat each other, quick.
Yes. I'm gonna eat.
Can we do, like, a haunted hayride?
I would totally be down for a haunted. Anyway, we're way off track.
Yeah.
Because Matt. So we are going to do a new segment where we do talk about that. It's not ghost hunting. It's just like kind of like the history behind it and what we thought of it.
Oh, yes, and also recommendations for that.
Recommendations for anything you want to see us go
Yeah.
to in the haunted area. The two we're thinking of right now is the Satan's Butthole. I don't know the real name.
Yeah.
And the Amber Rose.
Oh,
which
yeah,
is,
we could do both of those.
Because they have cabbage rolls.
that's the main
Oh, my
reason.
God. Okay, Amber Rose's cabbage rolls are the best cabbage
And
rolls
I would like
ever.
to try to interview the owner. Probably not on the podcast, obviously, but I'll write down some questions and I'll ask her and see what she has to say. And we'll just talk about background, why it's haunted, and we'll eat cabbage rolls, more importantly.
Yes. We're all going to get cabbage rolls.
All the cabbage rolls.
And if you guys don't like them, I'll eat them.
So again, follow
I'm
us.
German. I love cabbage rolls. Come on.
If you haven't already and you know what a Twitter is, follow us on Twitter at Horrormongers.
Wait, are we going to do the whole book club? I mean, literary society.
Fine. Tell us about this literary society.
Because it sounds better than book club.
It'll be like a couple months before we finish
Yeah,
that up.
So we like to read books, and we're going to talk about those books.
Yeah, that'll be a separate podcast.
Episode.
Yeah.
It'll be a separate episode. So
Yeah.
it'll be an episode dedicated to maybe we should do 1 or 2 books before we do it and talk about them.
Maybe.
They're horror movie books, so don't worry, we're not going to be reading Pride and Prejudice.
Like Stephen King.
Yeah. Stephen King.
Stephen, because it's Stephen, but with a PH.
And I believe the first book we're all reading
My
is
list is gone.
Carrie? Carrie's
Carrie,
first book?
which is
yeah.
Stephen King's first novel,
Yes.
and there's a movie about it.
Supposedly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just watching
Oh,
the
there's
movie.
2
and
movies about it.
pretend I read.
Get the Cliff Notes.
My favorite part's the pig's blood part.
Wait, what? Pig's blood?
Yeah.
What happens in this? I don't know.
I've never seen the famous scene of Carrie. We might have either make a segment or a whole episode. Whenever we read books, have several episodes based on that. It's like a book club. We'll talk about it. Talk about the differences between the movies and the books themselves. So now, I seriously mean to sign off because I see Matt holding his crotch. He has to go wee-wee. He's held it for too long.
I definitely have to go.
So follow us at Twitter at Horrormongers
And Facebook.
and Facebook group, which is invite only. So
Yeah.
it's not invite
It's
only.
open.
It's open, but if you're listening to this, you probably have. If you're listening to this, and you're not in the face. Maybe you listen to this on iTunes.
Well, if you actually got this far into this, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
We are again big on community. Please give us feedback. Please give us ideas.
We will listen to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't. But
We'll
I'll
take
pretend.
everything into
We're
consideration.
not famous enough to not listen to you yet.
Well,
I might be.
you guys aren't.
No, we do listen, and I'm going to do a post. But if you want to respond to this SoundCloud file that I've linked at this point, tell us who you think you would win between Chucky and the Leprechaun, and as well as Jason versus Michael. I'll also post this on Facebook and on Twitter.
Oh, and we're talking about having a guest on the next episode, right?
Maybe.
We're trying to get a
Or-
guest. Might be episode 4 before we have a guest.
Maybe.
Okay.
We are looking for guests as always, and we're thinking maybe making this more than just every 2 weeks. Maybe every once in a while, every week. I don't know.
I'm busy.
Yeah.
If you guys really want, if you really want more of us just being assholes to each other,
Or not
mainly
knowing what
Matt.
we talk about.
yeah,
you
mainly
know.
Matt. Matt's an asshole. He's been he's been ragging me this whole episode. Please let us know. We'd more willing love to make more than one episode every 2 weeks.
I'm down.
Yeah.
I mean, it only takes us an hour or so record if Brad's sober. So
Never.
2 hours. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead. I want to do a sign off. This is Zach. Jack. Signing off.
Oh god, we have to redo the whole thing.
Stay classy, San Diego. Is that taken?
I don't know.
Matt, what's your sign off?
Oh, what? Fuck.
No one cares because I'm cutting you off.